Police are investigating the circumstances of a shooting incident that has left one man dead and another detained in hospital. Shortly after 2:30 a.m., two men arrived at the hospital suffering from gunshot wounds. Here's Superintendent Stephen Dean.
Shortly after 2:30 this morning, two men showed up at PMH suffering from gunshot wounds. Shortly thereafter, one of the men succumbed to his injuries. Police are actively investigating that matter. We don't have no further details as to where that incident occurred, as to what happened or the motive. But we can tell you as the information unfolds, we'll be able to update you in a later release.
And 3 hours later, police were called to the scene of another shooting. This time, a man was shot execution style in a home on Meadow Street. We get that story tonight from Jared Higgs.
Police are actively investigating a homicide early Saturday morning on Meadow Street.
Shortly after 5:30 this morning, police were called to Meadow Street where there was a report of a man shot in a home.
Police were unable to confirm the identity of the deceased. However, our news team understands him to be 22-year-old Otis Lightbourne. Police say that the victim and a woman were in a home on Meadow Street when two men forced their way into the home armed with handguns.
The male was shot to the head and he succumbed to his injuries on the scene.
The female who was in Lightbourne's company was unharmed, and she was able to provide some details leading up to his death. The woman did not wish to speak on camera, but she says she and the deceased were out having fun before they returned home and went to bed. While they were asleep, she heard the sound of gunshots. She woke up and found Lightbourne bleeding from the head. Superintendent Clayton Fernandez is appealing to the public to help solve this homicide.
We want to appeal again to members of the public who would have been in this area or heard anything, just to reach out to the police with any information that we could bring closure to this matter.
Jared Higgs, ZNS Network News.